Today we're going to talk about the hot sheet results and what you're going to see. So if you go up to the hamburger menu and you go down to properties, and I'm going to go to the hot sheet search. Now the hot sheet search, this is my default, and then I've got 586 results that you can see here. I could narrow this down if I wanted to, or I can go ahead and complete the search. What I want to remind you of is that this also works if you are on your phone. So if you come out and you're doing this search on your phone, it still works the same way as if you're working on your desktop. I'm going to go ahead and display this in the desktop view. I'm going to go ahead and hit search. Once they come up, I can select one or many of these different listings, or if I want to see them in a different view, up in the right-hand corner, you'll see the views, and we have a spreadsheet view. Now the spreadsheet view also works on the phone. You'll be able to slide back and forth. It always keeps that first field up there so you can see what you're looking at. You can also on here, if you want, you can customize this view. So you could come in here and move fields around. For example, I don't want baths all the way down here. I want to bring it up here towards type. And then I also noticed that I don't have bedrooms on there. So I'm going to go ahead and add the bedroom field. And then I'm going to go ahead and add that to my list. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that because it puts it at the very end and move it up next to baths. I'm going to save it. And when I come back into my spreadsheet, you're going to see that I now have the beds and baths right here on my spreadsheet. Again, I can slide back and forth to look at the different fields, and I can add those fields. I'm going to go back to my thumbnail view. And I'm going to select this first listing. Now I can select more than one, but I'm just going to go ahead and select this one. Again, I can do that spreadsheet view. I have an option up here for share. Now with sharing, I can email this to a client. I can copy the link and send it to them. I can put it on Facebook and Twitter if your association allows that. And if I was on my phone, I would have an option for texting. Also on the Mac, you can text too. Over on the right-hand side, you'll see ellipse. If you click on that, there's more information you can do. I can add this listing to a cart. So if I click on add to a cart, this is the cart I have right now, but I want to go ahead and put this in as my hot sheet search for today. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. It'll create that cart and put that listing right in there. So then I'm going to go ahead and select the ellipse again. I can also recommend this, or if I wanted to, two different listings to my clients. So by clicking on recommend, it'll bring up my clients that I currently have, or I can add a new contact right here. Or I can just go ahead and send that to Sam Johnson. Sam will get recommended that property. Next, I'm going to go ahead and select a couple listings, and up in the ellipse, I'm going to go ahead and select the driving directions. Now, when I select the driving direction, it will take you out to whatever mapping you're using, and then you're able to drag and reorder these in whatever order you want. So if I wanted to go to this one first from where I'm at, I can do that. Or if I'm starting in a different area, you can drag and drop. And if I was on my phone, I could actually send this to whatever Google Play or CarPlay that I have, and it would automatically have those driving directions for me. I can also print these, so your association would be able to decide what printed reports that they want you to have. On this test system, we have an agent detail with map, and we have the MLS client detail. So if I go ahead and click the MLS client detail, it's going to bring up this form, and I'd be able to print it right here to send out to my client. I can also add it to a CMA, and I can do all my third-party integrations. So whatever your association has for third-party integrations will show up for that listing or the two listings. Now another thing I can do is I can click directly onto the photo and be able to bring up the detail of that property. I can look at it in all the different photos. I can scroll through the photos, or if I want to see a particular photo, go directly to that. Let's go scroll down a little bit. It'll give you all the information, the property details. You can open that up and see all the different property details about that property. You can look at the agent and office. Now, if this was someone this is a co-listing, so it brings up both of the listing agents. If this was a sold listing, it would bring up the sold agent also. Any tours or open houses will display in here. If your association allows documents, it'll have documents, property history, public records, valuations, mortgage center, and community reports. All of those containers can be opened up and be viewed by you. And that's how easy it is to be able to view your results in the hot sheet search.